Hello, friends, and welcome to Pathologic Volume 2, Episode 27, where today we will be solving a puzzle called Crystal Mine, which is a new one to me. I want to remind you that you can always solve these puzzles yourselves and the examples by clicking the links in the description below. But before we get going today, of course, we need to start by taking a look at the rules. Crystal Mine is a line drawing puzzle. We will draw a non-intersecting path through the centers of some cells connecting the two arrows. So as you can see in the example in solution, the black circles are representing these crystals in the mine. We're drawing a path that starts at this arrow, ends at this arrow. The path must go orthogonally through the grid, meaning it goes horizontally and vertically only, and it does not have to touch every cell. The path must collect every crystal, but must not occupy all four cells in any 2x2 area of the grid. So we've got a bit of the Nurikabe style rule of never having four, normally it would be shaded cells in a 2x2 region. Here they are path cells or non-path cells. In this example, the path cells are all indicated by circles, which is not actually part of the solution, but helps us to visualize that constraint a little better. Those are all of the rules of Crystal Mine, so it's time to solve a puzzle. Today's Crystal Mine puzzle was set by Shye. We are using Penpa for this interface, and the mode selected here is a composite line OX, which is going to let us draw lines as well as mark O's and X's like we saw in the example. So to start off, I'm looking at these corner cells. Because there are crystals in the corners, we are going to need to enter those, and the corner is going to have the normal constraint we see in a lot of path puzzles where we're going to have to enter and exit those. So that's going to give us some cells right away. And we now have 3 out of 4 of a 2x2 filled in on all these corners. So we're going to be able to mark some X's right away as well. And that will allow us to continue the path in all of these cases. Two of which line up with the entrance and exit arrows. So we can draw those lines as well. We've got a couple more 2x2s that have presented themselves to us where we can mark an X on the fourth cell, like so. And has that taken care of those? I think it has. And now this path is going to need to continue, so it's going to have to turn here, hitting this crystal. It's going to have to get into this crystal as well. And I see that if it didn't turn right away, then we would have both of these on the path. This would have to be on the path, and in order to get in and out, we'd need to use these two edges, and that would give us a 2x2. That's probably a little bit more forward thinking than we're going to need in the puzzle, but let's use it since we've seen it. So this is going to have to turn right away to go down there. What else can we do? Can we do the same thing here? I think the same logic applies right here. I wonder if this is a lemma we will see a lot in these puzzles. If this doesn't go straight up to get that cell, it has to go to the right, and we will have to use all 3 of these cells to get to the other crystal, which would give us a 2x2. So this does go straight up there. I see some easier things we could be doing. We have a couple new, or at least one new corner that has been formed by what we've done so far, where there's a crystal in that corner. So we're going to have to go in and out. That gives us a potential 2x2. We've got to stop. Now we've got a 2x2 here to stop. This crystal, in order to visit it's in a tunnel, which is just as good as a corner. So we're going to have to go through there and turn, giving us another corner here. We need to fill in another 2x2 to stop, another tunnel to pass through. Now we can't turn east or else we'd be in a little cul-de-sac. So that is not going to be on the path. Where next? We've got 3 out of 4 of a 2x2 there, so that makes these tunnels have to keep on going through. Here's another 2x2. That gives us a tunnel here. Starting to see a lot of the same patterns. Here's a new corner, a new 2x2. And here, this cell can't be entered because it would be a dead end, giving us a corner here we need to fill in. Avoid a 2x2, move through the alley. And we've done most of the bottom of the grid now. Here we've got 3 on the path, so this is not part of the path. This goes through. These have to meet up now. And we've got this segment all done. Let's see. Could this cell be in? If it were, the path would have to make a U-turn in this little cul-de-sac, which would give us a 2x2. So the path does not go down into there. And that gives us a corner here and a 2x2 to stop and an alleyway. We're never going to get into there. This is now a corner. This is now an X. And a new corner up here. That was there available for a while now. This has got to be an X to avoid a 2x2. And we've got to go through both sides. Let's see. Now, does this connect? It might. What do we got in terms of lines? We've got our entrance path that goes this far. Probably connects here, but we don't know that for sure. We've got this path. We've got this path. And then some leftover stuff. Okay, so let's say this line went down, then this would have to as well, and that would give us a 2x2. So this goes over. And now we can't go into here without forming a 2x2 because we would need to go around this cul-de-sac. So these are out. The line goes through here. This can't go down because then it would have to turn, giving us a 2x2. So this goes left. Now we've got a dead end we can't enter. And we are left with one big path, except this connection. If we were to enter this cul-de-sac, we'd need to use both of them, giving ourselves a 2x2, so we can't do that. So this is going to connect here, and that is how you solve a crystal mine.